I'm Jonathan Elkins, and this is Israel Up Close. An ancient palm tree species has been brought to life in the Arava Desert in southern Israel. Scientists are attempting to recultivate the now extinct Judean date palm from biblical era seed. The result may just help doctors develop safer and more natural medicine. As it says in the Jewish sources, just as my ancestors planted these for me, so too am I planting for my children. More in this report from Dennis Zinn.
It's already 8 months old, stands proud at almost 50 centimeters tall, and now needs a bigger pot. However, this date palm is still kept in quarantine because scientists believe that it is the only plant of its type in existence. The sapling germinated in March from a 2,000-year-old date pit that was discovered by archaeologists on Masada, the ancient mountain fortress where Jewish warriors chose suicide over capture by the Romans. The idea to try and grow this seed was proposed by researchers at Hadassah Medical Center in Jerusalem in conjunction with botanist Dr. Elaine Soloway of Kibbutz Keturah. Soloway planted the seed in January after subjecting it to a controlled chemical process.
I peeked in on them every once in a while. I didn't see anything happening, and then in the beginning of March I saw the soil in one of the pots cracking. And I became very excited. I convinced myself, well, maybe it isn't really happening. Maybe it's cracking from lack of water, but I didn't dare touch it because what if a seed was coming up? And a few days later, by the 8th of March, I could see that a little date shoot was coming up, and it was almost white. It was so pale green that it hardly looked like that kind of plant. By that time, I was coming in and looking at it 3 times a day to make sure that it was still alive.
The repotting ceremony was held before a small group of project supporters. Soloway told them that the vast groves of date palms currently harvested in Israel are not indigenous to this area and were actually imported in the 1950s and 60s from California. The Judean date palm, she said, mentioned in the Bible and the Quran, was thought to have become extinct. Methuselah, as the descendant of the 2,000-year-old seed has become to be known, gives hope for the rediscovery of the biblical species.
The Judean dates were a very special variety, dark, very good tasting. They're the dvash. When one is talking about the land of milk and honey, they're the honey, more likely than the honey of bees. Even Strabo, who was a Roman author, the Romans had no reason to do the Jews any favors, at least not the biblical Jews. He said that the best of all dates of the ancient world was the Judean date. They were juicy, they were dark, they had medicinal properties, they were a great export item.
Recent DNA testing has shown that Methuselah has no known relatives alive today anywhere in the world. Scientists believe that besides the unique dates it should start bearing in about 30 years' time, the plant will reveal long-lost information about ancient crops and lead them in the development of new natural medicines. Dennis Zinn, IBA News.